Welcome to the endless mountains of Pennsylvania, a region of rugged beauty, rolling hills and deep forests, waterfalls, mountain streams, and fascinating geological formations. My name is Walter Zollner, and I am a hiker, explorer, and amateur filmmaker. Join me for a look into some of the secrets to be found within this beautiful, isolated part of Pennsylvania, as we hike, camp, and document our findings on our quest for nature, adventure, and discovery. See you on the trail. Good morning, 6:45 a.m. and I've just woken up, had a very interesting evening. Heard something around 1:30 a.m. really loud, just behind the tent there. It sounded like a human sneezing, but it wasn't a human. Freaked me out a little bit. It was like very close, very loud, and it just kept going. And then it kind of receded back into the woods. So that was my misadventure for the evening. But I've been consulting with the Purple Lizard map, and I'm going to hike out today to look for a location known as Split Rock. It's a rock formation about 2 miles from here. We're very close to the Ketchum Run trailhead, so we're going to walk down the trailhead, pass a couple waterfalls, get back on the Loyalsock Trail, and then go off trail a short distance to look for this what's supposed to be like an incredible rock city cave. I'm not even sure what. All right, it's just after 7 a.m. We're heading back out onto High Knob Road, and just down the road about 1/10 of a mile or 1/4 mile should be the trailhead for the Ketchum Run ski trail, and then that'll be our way in to the hike this morning. So here's the trailhead. See a couple cars here. They probably backpacked in and camped overnight. So this trail begins very wide and very muddy. And I see a lot of horse hooves in the mud. So not a very nice looking trail. The theme of, very wet conditions continues, but we're just gonna have to deal with it. The forest is beginning to wake up. You can see it happening right in front of your eyes. More and more light reaching the forest floor. Everything waking up, including me. It's always an amazing thing to see. So, a couple years ago, I did the full Ketchum Run loop of about 9 miles. And I'm only doing just a little section of that here. But this now looks familiar. I don't know what it is about this waterfall. I just find it absolutely beautiful though. It's small, but it's just really, really pretty the way it comes down. This part here gets a little confusing because there's no clear path. We're in this hemlock stand and big rocks, but you could go, I guess, follow right along the stream, or maybe here's a slight path here that I picked up past this spent trillium here. Okay, yeah, we got it. So you can walk down this gorge here, beyond the waterfall, back up to the base of the waterfall, but I don't know if I'm going to do that right now because I just don't know if I feel like it, to be honest. So standing here at the base of the waterfall, I did decide to come down here. You know, it brings back memories of the last time I was here, which was in the spring, and there was more water in the spring, and it seemed like it was more like green, like more vibrant too. But you would think as the summer goes, you would be getting more and more green. But maybe there was more wildflowers, maybe it was newer light, maybe the lighting was different. I don't know. It's always interesting to me when you come to the same location at different times of the year, different weather setup, different lighting setup, how it can affect how you feel about a place. Beautiful stretch of hemlock forest. We're starting to flatten out on the trail. Another nice campsite down here to the left, and we gotta pick up the Loyalsock Trail somewhere, and bear to the left. Look at this perfect campsite. Usually when you see really nice campsites like that, it's usually you're pretty close to the main trail. And it says here now, yeah, we are on the LT. All right, so I'm pretty confused right now. And I'm not lost, but I don't know how to get to this split rock. I don't know if the trail was rerouted, because I'm heading in the same direction I went last time, and that's not the way I want to go. But going back the other way doesn't make sense geographically. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to find this split rock. Damn. Beautiful out here though, but I feel like I'm heading in the wrong direction. Well, I mean, if you're going to get lost, this isn't a bad place to get lost in now, is it? This is probably one of the, I mean, this is just enchanting and wild in here. This Ketchum Gorge has to be one of the absolute highlights of the Loyalsock. All right, Going to retrace my steps. I'm going to go back to where I first came onto the LT, and I'm going to go up that way a little bit. There's a mile marker, 33, and if I passed mile marker 34. If I get to 33, then maybe I'm on the right path, but it still doesn't make sense to me. But I'll go 1 mile back the other way, and if not, I'll just turn around and come back in the way I came. Bang. Well, I'll be damned. I'll be a son of a... I blew right past it, right at this campsite. So it does cross the stream, just as I knew in my mind that it should. So I knew I was going the wrong way by going downstream, because that's the way I had went a couple years ago. It's beautiful, but no, we got to go up this way. And in a way, I'm happy because it justifies in my mind my instincts, but also frustrated because I wasted like over an hour of good daylight, and now I'm getting a little hot and sweaty. But we're going to go see that split rock. Back in the right direction now, and I say we got a good mile and a half, somewhere in there, to get to this formation. So I'm going to try to make time here, and I don't think I'm going to film too much till we get there. And then it's an off-trail location, so I know it's at the top of a hill. I don't think it's going to be marked, so that'll be the next thing, actually trying to find it proper. But always an adventure, right guys? Nature, adventure, discovery. It's what it's all about. Trust your instincts, trust your maps, and when in doubt, double back. So earlier in the video, I was talking about taking a spur trail, a Ketchum Run trail, back to make a little lollipop loop. But here's the trailhead, and there's the quote-unquote trail. It's just not maintained at all. It's not even worth just walking through a mile of thigh-high brush. And that's the thing I've noticed. The only trail that really is getting maintenance around here is the Loyalsock, and even so, I mean, as you look and see, it's still overgrown here in the summer. So, you know, July, August, Pennsylvania, insects, snakes, bugs, stinging nettle, poison ivy, high temperatures, humidity, mud. I don't know. I think that's what gives Pennsylvania, one of the things that gives Pennsylvania a rough reputation. Beautiful patch of jewelweed down there though. Camera's not going to pick it up. Maybe we'll come across some more here. This is obviously an old road section, or a railroad maybe even. I don't know, road or railroad, but it's a flat grade. I know sometimes backpackers really like sections like this. Even though it's pretty boring, you can really make good time. We've pulled off of that flat grade now, back on a footpath, and we're gonna gain some elevation here. Like I said, this split rock is at the top of the hill. I believe this hill is called Nettle Ridge. Looks like one more final push through all this mess. Then I think the trail is going to turn to the right, and that'll be a sign to me that we're getting very close. I found the right turn in the trail. We're on track. You can tell we're near the top of the mountain. Blue sky, different forest type, lots of sun coming through, lots of grass on the trail. I wanted to get up here this morning, not midday, because I know this is going to be like a snaky habitat and the warmth is going to start drawing them out. But we're here now. Just brutal. Nettle. This is it though. This has got to be it. The Loyalsock Trail came up over this little knob, and then I can see 2 yellow markers on that tree indicating a turn. Now there is a split in the rocks and a chasm that goes in this way and drops down about a good 20 feet. So I'm gonna walk on the top of these rocks right now, and then we're gonna go in there. But let's walk on top here first. Very slowly, very carefully. Wow. I gotta make sure I step on solid rock because, as you can see, these holes in the rock drop 20 plus feet. Nice and shady up here. This is a true rock city though. Wow, these places are so amazing. So continuing now on the top of this outcropping of rocks, and then, like I said, I'll double back at the base of the formation. I do think that this is the famous split rock. Holy shit, you hear that? That was a tree just falling in the forest. Wow. And there is a snake in there too, a small one. I'm looking around for snakes, anything interesting. I'm sure this was probably a location Native Americans were familiar with. Man, this is a really cool rock structure. Ooh. Yeah, man. Wow. Look at that. So cool. So I admit, when I was coming up that hill, I was really questioning whether this was going to be worth it. But yeah, it was worth it. So we made it through the top portion and wrapped our way around past the split rock. Now we're on the Loyalsock proper. Ran into a couple of nice fellas I saw yesterday on the trail. They're doing the real deal. They're backpacking the whole thing. They're gangster. But one more spot I wanted to see in the front here. And what a beautiful location. All right, my friends, this has been the incredible split rock formation here on the Loyalsock Trail. Loyalsock, again, proving why it's arguably the best backpacking trail in Pennsylvania. So glad we made it up here. Very neat to explore. Probably would be even cooler to explore in like the winter, or when there was no vegetation or no worry about snakes, but still just amazing. So we're going to retrace our steps now back on the LT, head back to camp. Then we're going to get something to eat, and I think the rest of the day I'm going to take for myself because I'm kind of filmed out. But it's been a great explore here in the Loyalsock State Forest. Thank you. I appreciate you. And if you have any comments or questions, let me know down below. Gator here saying goodbye. And until next time, I'll see you on the trail.